Corbino here, and I am ranking my top 5 characters on The Walking Dead that are only in the show. This list has been, it's only 5. These 5 have basically always been there in the top 5 for me. It could change as I'm rewatching the show, and I've watched seasons 1 through 9 1,000 times. 10, I think, twice, and 11 only once. So it could change as I'm getting to the later seasons again. Maybe I'll get reintroduced to a character I forgot and was like, oh, I love him, but probably not. So anyways, here's the top 5 characters that are only in the show, not in the comic. Technically, number 1 has a character that shares their name. I think the comic version, though, was introduced after the show version. But they're clearly not the same. Anyways, number 5 is Noah. Such a wasted character, guys. And that's... 3 of these characters are pretty much wasted. Noah, everybody loved Noah immediately. And that probably helped because all of us loved him from Everybody Hates Chris. But Noah was just an awesome character. His chemistry with Beth. And then when he joins the group, his relationship with Tara, Glenn, Maggie, like, it's awesome. It's his interaction with Rick, like, Daryl, Carol, like, he was a cool character. And then he gets to Alexandria and he's interacting with Reg. Like, you just... He's a good guy. He's really awesome. He had all this potential to become something. I'm not saying he needed to last till the end of the show, but, like, he could have had a bigger, more... Which his death was crazy, and it is... A lot of people felt that death, but, like, he could have had something further down the road. Like, and I do like his death, and I do like what it did to Glenn and Nicholas and everybody, but, like, I don't know, like, he definitely should have lasted longer, it's like Beth died for him, kind of, in a way, and it's like, then it sort of makes it like Beth's death meant nothing, because he didn't even go on to do anything, and that sucks. Number 4 is T-Dog. I mean, he was there from the beginning, guys. He was there in the beginning. He had a handful of lines. He was talking, interacting with everybody. He was doing things, helping the group. He goes back to Atlanta. Like, I remember when I first watched that show, I went over to my cousin Drake's house and immediately built Lego minifigures for Rick, Glenn, T-Dog, and Daryl. Because I was like, I love these 4. I love this show. And then immediately season 2 starts and he does nothing. First couple episodes he gets some lines, and then he does nothing the rest of that season. And then I remember watching a interview right before season 3 came out, and Irony Singleton was like, this is the season of T-Dog. And I remember I got so excited. Maybe he knew already. I assume it was probably already shot. He probably already knew he was dying. Or maybe he was under the impression, because I don't remember how close to the premiere it was when I watched that interview. But it definitely bummed me out because I got so excited to see more T-Dog, and then he dies. And we do get a lot more T-Dog in those 3 episodes that he's in season 3. He's getting a lot more lines. He gets the riot shield. He's in there taking out the zombies and working with everybody. He's doing things. Like, he is participating. He's speaking. He's literally... rewatching it this time with Brandy, I remember thinking, wow, he's getting a lot of lines. Like, cool, that's awesome, good for him. But then he dies. And he does die in an awesome way. He's getting that gate closed. If he didn't get it closed, more were getting out and would have become a bigger problem later on. It just sucks that he gets bit. And then he sacrifices, which, he was already dying, but he makes sure that Carol gets to safety. But it's like, he dies, and then nobody cares. Glenn mentions T-Dog right after his death, and then Maggie mentions T-Dog when Andrea comes to the prison. She's like, what happened to Lori and Shane? Does not ask about T-Dog, but I will say she does, shortly after asking about those 2, Maggie does cut in and say T-Dog, so maybe she didn't even have the chance to question where T-Dog was. But it's like, I don't know, I felt like her and T-Dog were together a lot, like, and especially in season 2. So it makes me sad that there was no really, it's just like once he dies past season 3, nobody cares. I don't think he's ever mentioned after season 3. If he is, let me know, but I don't think he is. And that really sucks because he is such a main character in that first season. And then he's just gone. And it really sucks. I love T-Dog. Number 3 is my girl Enid. I don't think she was wasted. A lot of people say she was. I personally don't. I think she took up the role of Sophia. You know, in ways, she took up the role of Sophia with her relationship with Carl and her relationship with Glenn and Maggie. I think that was really cool. And honestly, I think she did more than Sophia did in the comics. But Enid, that actress, was Caitlin Nacon, I believe. She's just awesome. Awesome actress. Well, from that. That's the only thing I've seen her in. But she does a great job in that show. JSS is tattooed on my arm. Her character is just a fun character. You see the things take effect on her. You see her saddened over Carl's death. You see her hurt for Glenn and Maggie. Like, you see the effect of the outside world, her parents dying, and then trying to acclimate back to society like our group was. But she couldn't, it was hard for her to do. And it was cool getting to see her from mid-season 5 to the end of season 9. That was awesome. I loved getting to see her grow as a character, her becoming like kind of a leader in the communities, and then her death was awesome. I think that was a great death for her. Makes me sad she's gone. It still, I don't know, I didn't hate her and Alden together, but it just, I don't know. When you do relationships after time jumps, to me, it's just like, I don't even remember them really interacting before the time jump, so that was kind of weird. And I, like a lot of people, thought Alden was the TV Dante, so we thought he was going to be with Maggie. So that was definitely weird, but still cool. Enjoyed her. And I will say it's like her death didn't have any effect on Alden, I feel like. But also I feel like after season 9, season 8 and 9, they're like, hey, here's Alden. And then season 10, they're like, he's still here, kinda. And then season 11, he dies immediately. So I don't know. I do enjoy Alden, though. Number 2 is Beth. Beth is original to the show. We all know it. I guess you could say she's a mixture of Herschel's kids, Billy, Rachel, and Susie in the comics. I don't know. Yeah, she doesn't exist. But she's an awesome... That actress is great. She's on... What is the show she's on? I've never seen it, but I've seen a handful of clips. God, there's like a drama show she's like on very shortly. But she's good in that. But I know her from The Walking Dead. And then she's in the Arrowverse as... What is her name? God, I can't even think of it now. The Bee villain. Brie Larva. What is her... Why can't... Because is it just Bee? It's not Bumblebee. Because that's a different DC character. Anyway, she's a cool villain. I enjoyed her villain every time she returned in the Arrowverse. I enjoyed it. And then she had a short-lived show on... God, what... Was it called Conviction? Haley Atwell, her... number 4 from Dark Matter was on it, but he was just like a recurring character. That was a good show. What happened to that show? I'll pop up here and let y'all know what that show was so we can all try to go see if it's on anything to watch it. It was only 1 season, but I enjoyed her in that as well. Anyways, I'm talking about the actress. I need to get back to the character. Beth Green was a fun character. You see her struggle with the loss and coping of her mother and siblings and family in season 2, and trying to kill herself, and it's like it's very real, especially in that world. Her relationship with Maggie, real nice. You see her struggling with Herschel's death. I'm not even meaning that Herschel getting bit in season 3, but yes, later Herschel's death. She doesn't do a whole lot in the first 2 seasons that she's there, season 2 and 3, but she is there. She has a few things to say here and there. You can tell as the seasons progress, she's getting better. Like she's, distracting zombies, killing them at the fence. She's doing more. But when her time to shine really comes, and when at least, and I think a handful of other people, some people still didn't care about Beth, but myself and a handful of people out there really started to care for her, is after the prison gets overrun in season 4. And the first half of season 4, she's barely in it. She has the scene where she has Michonne hold Judith. Her boyfriend in the first episode gets killed, and she doesn't really have much of a reaction. And then she's taking care of Judith throughout, but like literally you don't really see her, and then you see her reaction. Her and Maggie's reactions are just priceless, so good when Herschel dies. But when she really starts to shine is when the prison gets overrun, and her and Daryl are on the run. You see her really stepping up. She is learning to survive. Yes, she probably wouldn't have lasted as long if Daryl wasn't there, but she is learning to survive. She's helping Daryl get this new mindset, and Daryl's helping her get a new mindset. They're helping each other grow in this world alone now. You see her mourning and worried about the kids and Herschel and Maggie and all these things. Her acting in the episode still, chef's kiss. Her and Daryl kill it in that episode. Oh, God. Love that episode. But you see her finally growing and becoming a main character, and it's like, this is awesome. She gets, I think, 3 episodes in the second half of season 4 where she's actually there. And then also the season finale where she's in flashbacks. But yeah, you were finally getting some Beth. Then she gets kidnapped and you're like, oh my God. Oh, shoot. What's going to happen next? And then we finally get back to Beth in episode 4, I believe, of season 5. And we get, I think, 4 episodes of Beth. Her relationship with Noah, her relationship with Dawn, her relationship with the people at Grady Memorial. I enjoy it. Yes, I don't really... For me, the only reason I don't enjoy Grady Memorial is because it goes nowhere. Because it gives us more growth in Beth's character and awesome character in Noah, who both just die and go nowhere. So that's why I don't really... But I'm getting off track. Her character, in seeing her step up, and she's killing people now. Like, she sees these people are bad and need to go. Then she realizes Dawn is bad and needs to go, and tries to do it in an unsuccessful way and gets herself killed, which sucks. But you do see the effect it has on Daryl and Maggie the rest of that season. I don't know if it has much of an effect past season 5, though. But the second half of season 5, you definitely see the effect in Maggie and Daryl. But yeah, I don't remember. I know later on you see the pictures. I think it's in season 9. You see the pictures of Herschel, Glenn, and Maggie painted by Jadis for Maggie. But like, I don't think we get any more Beth talk after season 5. Which, again, sucks that so many of these important characters, at least to me they're important, after they're dead, they are never brought up again. Like, T-Dog, I don't think after season 3 he's brought up. I don't think Beth is brought up after season 5. Noah, maybe... Yeah, he's brought up at the beginning of season 6 because of Tara. But after that, I don't think Noah's ever mentioned again. Like, and it really sucks. It just sucks that they just, you know, it's like they don't even mention Dale. They mentioned Dale in season 3. Dale gets a little bit more mentions because then the RV and Abraham's like, how'd you know that? And Glenn's like, a friend. It's like, oh, Dale. And he also, I believe, mentions Dale when he's talking to Enid in that church, and he's like, Andrea, Dale, Herschel. I think he mentions her, but it just, mentions Dale in that time. But it sucks that so many of these characters are just gone and never mentioned again after their death, and it makes me sad that, like, you know, they have such a big impact for so long and then they're just gone. And then, because this video's taking a long time, I'll try to shorten this. I didn't realize I was going too long. Number 1 is my girl, Tara. She is a character I thought would die when the prison was attacked. I was like, okay, cool. Some new people to kind of tell us what the governor's been doing. Alright, she's made it into the second governor episode. Alright, well, now we're attacking the prison. They're all dying. Or if they survive, we'll never see them again. Well, hold on now. She's alive and with Glenn? Okay, well, that's cool. She's not making it out of season 4, though. Hold on now. She's all the way to the end of season 9? And she's become a leader? I would never put money on Tara getting out of season 4. I would never have thought that she becomes the character she does. she gets to have all these relationships with people, build friendships with Maggie, Glenn, Tara, Abraham and his crew, Noah, Rick. I mean, you see her relationship. I love the, Tara, you almost died once for these people. I love that. And then she's like, but it's like, you never expect it. And she's my third favorite character, my favorite female character. I'm not going to say anything more because I do plan to rank all of the Walking Dead main cast characters one day. Kind of like, depending on this recording, I did for all of the main cast characters of Gotham. I think I did that for iZombie as well. I ranked all the like main characters. But yeah, I plan to with Walking Dead, which it's taken a minute. I have got most of the list done, but it is very long because there are a lot of main characters on this show. But yeah, I don't want to spoil anything. Anyways, Tara's an awesome character. I'm noticing rewatching the show again that she does the fist bump all the way through. When she meets the governor, fist bump. When she joins the group and Rick's like, hey, I understand what was going on. I knew you didn't want to be there. Fist bump. When she meets the Oceanside ladies, fist bump. Probably a few other fist bumps along the way that I can't remember. But, like, she fist bumps, and I love it. I love her relationship with all these people, and I hate that we got the Tara Heath episode, and I was like, oh, cool, I could get behind this dynamic, and then, where's Heath? God knows they don't give a shit. Should have been fucking the ones who live, but wasted that. Anyways, that's gonna make me mad. Tara's an awesome character. She does amazing things throughout the show. Has awesome kills. She keeps this... Yes, she gets angry. She has this fun-loving side to her, though. The glasses, the Twizzler, the fist bumping, making jokes. Just always having a good time and looking on the bright side for the most part. But then after Denise dies, which I don't know, she had a short relationship with Alicia and a short relationship with Denise. With Denise, it was a little bit longer, and maybe she just felt a different connection than she did with anybody before. But, like, with Denise, she could not let go of that. And she's like, Dwight has to die, which I get it. I do. But it's also like, she doesn't trust him at all, which that's fine. You can hate him and be mad and never forgive him for killing Denise. But you can believe that he is on our side. Like, Tara, you were on the wrong side at one point. Like, you were with the governor. And she just refuses to believe that Dwight can be on our side. And then refuses to believe that the saviors that are becoming a part of our communities can be on our side. Tara, that used to be you. So that is the only thing that really ever bothered me about her characters. It's like, I don't know, maybe if it was me, I really wouldn't be able to be okay with it. I don't know. But her death is a good death. I don't know if she's really mentioned past her death, to be honest, but it is a good death. But also, I don't remember much of season 10 and 11, so we'll see while I'm rewatching. Anyways, those are my top 5 characters that are only in... And Tara's the character, guys, that is also in the comics. There is a character named Tara from the Sanctuary. I don't know if they took the name, I don't know. But there's 2 Taras. Anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Let me know who your favorite comic or TV show only character is. Don't get me wrong, I love Daryl Dixon. Love him. But he's just not top 5 for me. I know he's probably number 1 for most of the world, but he's not for me. Anyways, let me know, guys, who is your favorite TV show only character? And until next time, stay geeky.